99% of people fail at business because of lack of planning. They lack to set achievable goals and plan them out in accordance. Many of you guys go on to say you want to make $1 million in your business, but you don't exactly know how you're going to make that $1 million. This video will explain to you how you can set achievable goals and the other things of why entrepreneurs fail. Now, first step to setting achievable goals: if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. So instead of starting with the goal, start with what you're going to do to achieve something. And then start, after you achieve something, then start planning out goals to achieve more. Because if you start with you want to make $1 million or you want to make $100,000 without actually knowing how you're going to do that, you're just going to be going around aimlessly thinking that you're making progress without actually making progress on the main point. Second thing is you have to have the creator's mindset. The creator's mindset is you do more to get more. The more you do, the more you get. The creator's mindset stops you from being lazy. You can always focus on one thing that's not so productive that you do a lot of the time, just so you can act like you're doing something. The creator's mindset is doing as much as possible to get as many results as possible. Now, I just want to tell you guys why most of y'all guys' businesses fail. It's because of lack of capital. The business doesn't have a beating heart. You don't have the money to keep the business going. And now, luckily, in the age we are in today, it's not that important. You can always, start a social media company, or you can always start other type of companies online that doesn't require as much of capital. But for every business, you need at least some capital. That's how the business gets running. But you can't start a tech company. So certain companies, you need capital, you need enough to keep the business flowing and sustaining, but with some you don't, not a lot, but you still need some for everything you do. So focus on what you're doing, how much it costs, and plan that into the plan before you just jump in and say, hey, I'm gonna just do this. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys, yes, some of you guys, I'll give you a point. Some of you guys, you can start a business without any capital and gain capital from the business that you started from other people buying the product. But a lot of you guys don't know how to sell. So you're going to go in there and spend $1,000 on products and make no money. And then a lot of you guys are going to go in there and spend $0 on money, make no money, and then blame it on the fact that you don't have no money. So it's a cycle. Focus on the plan. Now, most of you guys go into the market. The reason why your business fails is you go into the market with no research at all. You look up on YouTube a little bit and then you go into the market thinking that you John Jones. No, you're not fighting the market. You're not John Jones. Focus on what do you know. And if that's not a lot, focus on knowing more rather than going into something that you don't have any understanding about. Focus on knowing what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, where you're going to do it at, what plan are you going to achieve, what goals do you set out to get there. Stop going into markets and not know your customer. Many of you guys go into the market, you don't even know who you're selling to. You don't even know who you're selling to. You don't know who you want to buy your product. You barely know who's going to watch your product or who's going to even scroll through it. You just go on Google and run some Google ads, and then go to TikTok, run some TikTok ads, and now you think you Ray Dalio. You're not Ray Dalio. That's not who you are. You're you. Focus on being you. Focus on planning out systems. Focus on doing the things that you want to do. Focus on creating the content. Focus on creating a business and growing it and scaling it. Stop focusing on things that is higher level activities. You're not up to that level yet. Focus on the groundwork. Build the company. Please build the company. Now, this one is kind of understandable why most businesses fail. It's because you just have a poor marketing strategy. You don't market how you think you market. You're not the marketing guru. You're not the marketing genius. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. But it's okay that you're not that guy. You can become that guy over time, but you're just not that guy now. So a lot of you guys go into business thinking that you are that guy. And then when you get smacked in the mouth, your business fails, and you don't want to start another one, or you do go start another one, and that one fails too because you're too arrogant to believe that you failed on the last one and that it was just the market, and the market just wasn't ready for the big idea that you had. That's not what it is. What it is you don't have enough research in marketing. You don't have enough skills in marketing. You don't have enough know-how to hire somebody that can do your marketing or go learn from somebody to market for you. because you're so arrogant that you believe that you can do everything yourself. You can't. Business is not run with one person. It's run with a team of people that would allow the business to keep going and keep scaling. One after the other, after the other, after the other. When people work together, things grow. When you try to work by yourself and think that you got it all together, it's not going to grow because you think that you got everything figured out. When you don't know anything. Hire people that know things since you don't know anything, and then maybe one day they can teach you what you don't know. And you can figure it out from there. Now, this is going to be a killer to a lot of you guys out there that's focusing on girls, drinking, and partying, and then barely their schoolwork. Lack of focus. How are you going to build a multi-million-dollar company in a few years if you do not have focus? A lot of you guys want to be millionaires in 2 to 3 years. That's most people believe that they're going to be a millionaire by 24. And it's not realistic, but you still believe that. Why do you believe that? Because that is what you're told on the media. That's what you're told. That's what you see. That's what you want on the Instagrams and all that. You see this, but you don't even have $100. You don't have 1,000. You barely have money, and you want to be a millionaire. How is that going to happen? And then when somebody asks you how it's going to happen, you just don't know. And if you do know, it's some thing that you made up in your mind that someday this investment marketing strategy that you had is going to blow. Focus on slow incremental growth, and then exponential growth will happen in the future. Just focus on growing, man. That's all I can really say. Focus on growing. The lack of focus that you have towards the project is why it's not working. If you focus all your energy onto the project, your project will work. Just focus, man. That's all I can really say to you guys. You got to focus. You got to believe what you can do and keep going at it. If you don't keep going at it, then what? Who's going to do it for you? No one. Someone else is going to do it for themselves and make the money you should have made, but ain't nobody going to do it for you. You guys got to keep your head focused, stay out of the clubs, stay in the office, stay working, stay doing things, stay moving around, stay flexible, and get out there and get it. Peace out.